Going to be tough to top our first two fights, but Errol Spence Jr. and Chris Algieri are going to try. Here's the Corona tail of the tape for our main event. Spence is 26 years old. Algieri is 32. They're almost identical in height and reach. Spence is putting his perfect 19-0 record on the line. Let's go to arena announcer Ray Flores for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, Premier Boxing Champions now features the main event live on NBC, 10 rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black and the neon yellow. His professional record, 21 wins, 8 of those by way of knockout against 2 losses. Fighting out of Huntington, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chris Algieri. Across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black and the gold. As a professional, perfect 19 wins, 16 of those coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of DeSoto, Texas. He is the 2012 United States Olympian, Errol "The Truth" Spence Jr.
And here we go. Errol Spence is undefeated. Member of that 2012 Olympic team. This is his biggest test. He told us that yesterday. Chris Algieri feels he's been overlooked. He won his biggest fight right here. He won a title in this arena. This is the first time that Spence has ever faced a former champ. And here we go with round 1, scheduled for 10.
And Kenny, for all those people that have been begging for Errol Spence to step up, well, here it is. He's got Chris Algieri in front of him, former world champion, a guy who fought Manny Pacquiao, also had a very competitive fight with Amir Khan as well, and this is going to be a nice test for Spence tonight.
Only 2 losses for Algieri, Pacquiao and Khan.
Both very, very good fighters. Manny Pacquiao, obviously in a class of his own, Hall of Fame fighter. Amir Khan, multiple weight bracket world champion. So we're going to learn a lot about Errol Spence in this fight with Chris Algieri, because Algieri's very tough, very disciplined, and a pretty good boxer.
June 2014, he defeated Ruslan Provatnikov to take the super lightweight title. It was considered the upset of the year in 2014. Turned things around for Algieri. More of a name, and that landed him eventually the Pacquiao fight. He has 4 of his last 5 fights have been here in the Barclays Center, so he's right at home.
And it was a great fight, the fight with Provatnikov. Algieri had a lot of obstacles early on. He got knocked down twice in that first round, was almost out of the fight, but boxed his way into the fight, and surprised a lot of people when he had advantages on the inside with the feared Ruslan Provatnikov. He was able to land those uppercuts, and Chris has short punches on the inside. It's a pretty nice footwork spinning back to the middle of the ring there, Kenny.
Algieri, a former 2-time world kickboxing champion.
Good body shot.
Nice shot by Spence.
And that's something he talked to us that he was going to do. He's going to attack the body. He's not just, his trainer told us something very interesting. I said, he's fought Manny Pacquiao, he's fought Amir Khan. Good work by Errol there in the clinch, but his trainer said, Manny Pacquiao and Amir Khan aren't as fundamentally sound as my guy is, and I kind of agree with him, Kenny.
Well, Spence, last year the PBC Rising Star of the Year. Great performances throughout. He has been here and has won in this arena. We saw him do it last April against Samuel Vargas.
Good body work by Errol Spence a second ago. Banging both sides of the body. Nice to see that investment here in the first round by Errol.
Spence's teammate, Sir Marcus Brown, winning a split decision in the fight just before this. He'll be talking live with Todd Harris in just a few moments right at the end of this round.
Curious to see what Marcus has to say about that fight.
Some would say it was a controversial split decision victory. Final seconds, round 1, Spence and Algieri underway. And let's go down to Todd. In his toughest fight yet in Kalajic, people will be taking another look at that kid. He looked impressive tonight. As we go into round 2, this one's scheduled for 10.
Yeah, I thought he looked more than impressive, Kenny. You know, I was one of the people who thought he definitely won the fight. Marcus fought a good fight as well, but you know, he's got some things he's got to work on. And, you know, we all do as fighters, but Kalajic was in good form tonight, and I thought he did enough to win.
His Olympic teammate, Errol Spence, getting that first round from Eric unofficially.
Yeah, he banged the body nice in that first round, Kenny, both sides, and landed some nice straight left hands to the body as well.
Algieri talked yesterday that he did not feel many people had been able to get in and push Spence, and he said, I want him to feel how strong I am.
He's going to have to let his hands go for that. He's not able to find Errol too much in this first round. Nice left hand by Algieri.
Real nice by Algieri.
Caught him with that wide hook as Errol was coming in to land his own jab. He got hit with a hard left hand there, and that hurt him.
And a nice uppercut by Spence. Spence going to work against the ropes.
Algieri's hurt here, Kenny. And he got hit with a hard left hand. You see the leverage. It's amazing the leverage that Errol Spence gets on those shots. He really turns his body.
And Spence continues to do work against the ropes. Algieri trying to hold on here. Round two, strong showing by Errol Spence.
Chris has got to move his head. He can't continue to take those. Nice right hand by Chris. That's your move, but Chris has got to make Errol miss. Don't just block those punches because he's able to maintain his balance.
Algieri's conditioning is amazing, as well as his toughness. Knocked to the canvas 6 times by Pacquiao, and hung on to at least get a decision with the distance against one of the all-time greats.
That was an amazing fight, Kenny. Did you just see a glimpse of the toughness that Chris Algieri has? He was visibly hurt, and you know, Errol is a very solid, strong puncher, and he was loading up against those ropes. You can hear the impact of those shots, and you know, Chris bounces back now like it was nothing.
And Spence again. Nice right, and a good left. Spence just missing with the uppercut.
Chris told us that Errol's a power puncher, and power punchers all get tired, so interesting point he talked about in the fighter meetings yesterday. We're not going to have a chance to see if he gets tired or not unless Chris starts firing back, though.
Algieri taking a lot of punches in this round, but still going so far. Final seconds. Errol Spence with an impressive second round.
In some of the action in that last round, you see the nice right hook by Errol Spence and a crushing left hand. I mean, he dished out a severe beating to Chris Algieri in that last round, Kenny, and I'm surprised at the composure that Chris was able to maintain.
And in the Spence corner, they were saying, way to go, keep it up, as we go into this round 3 scheduled for 10. And in the black and gold is the Olympian, Errol Spence. He's yet to lose.
You see that nice wide stance by Errol, the weight kind of on his back left foot, always ready for that left hand or that left uppercut, and just getting maximum leverage on every single shot.
You see, undefeated Algieri with those 2 losses to Manny Pacquiao and Amir Khan.
You see in this round, Algieri starting to assert himself a little more. He can't stay on the back foot and wait for Errol to attack. It's too complete of an attack, Kenny. He's got to make Errol go to his back foot and go to a plan B.
Covering up on most of those punches, but Spence continues to be the aggressive fighter.
And he's not missing because Spence is going to the body. Very intelligent from the young fighter. If he were loading up like that going to the head, Algieri would make him miss, but Spence is investing down to the body and really banging Chris up. You see that head position by Chris on the inside. He's getting his head underneath Errol's head to make sure that Errol can't land any good punches in there. Nice counter right hook. Nice left hook by Chris Algieri.
Algieri trying to fight back out of this. As once again, the action being carried here by Spence, reaching out Algieri.
And you see Spence still controlling the action, but Algieri's starting to have some moments here in the 3rd round. Definitely not getting the best of it, but he's landed a couple nice counters on the inside.
All right, keep your head up.
And it's going to be interesting if this fight makes it to the 7th, 8th, 9th rounds to see the conditioning of Spence.
Well, that's what Algieri told us yesterday, BJ. He felt the longer the fight goes on, the stronger he will get, stronger even than Spence.
Spence has definitely never been pushed in any of his previous fights, and you know, Chris is a very tough nut to crack as far as breaking him down and getting him out of there. Hall of Famer Manny Pacquiao wasn't able to do it, and if Errol Spence can, it would really make a statement tonight.
Spence again with some nice shots here late.
Beautiful body
and
shots.
Spence doing some work to that body and work along the ropes. Final seconds of round 3. Nice close by Errol Spence Jr. And back live, you're looking at Errol the Truth Spence Jr., the Olympian coming in here with an undefeated record of 19-0, taking on Chris Algieri. He said it was the biggest fight of his career. And so far, he has looked very strong here against Algieri. Certainly a tough and well-conditioned opponent.
He has. He came out dominant, Kenny, digging the body, attacking, and hasn't given Chris a chance to get into this fight. He's been so complete.
And all 3 rounds, Eric Raskin unofficially scoring it for Spence and going down Algieri.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? All right.
Errol Spence has knocked down Algieri here in the 4th. Remember, though, the Pacquiao fight, 6 times he went down, 6 times he got up, did Algieri.
I'm going to tell you the difference, Kenny, between Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence. Errol Spence digs the body more so than Manny Pacquiao, and that's going to make it tough for Chris to survive if he keeps going down like that.
Now, Algieri talked about that yesterday, how he fears the body punches of Spence. He had great respect for him. And now he's feeling the body shots throughout.
When you get hurt like that, it's much easier to defend against headshots. Errol is a disciplined body puncher, and he's so heavy-handed down there too, so it makes it tough. I'm not saying Errol Spence is better than Manny Pacquiao by any means. He's got a long ways to go, but he definitely does get his opponent in trouble and focuses downstairs. That's why he's got 16 knockouts out of 19 wins, Kenny.
And Algieri just spins him around along the ropes.
And Errol's one of those kids that the longer the fight goes, you know, the better the opposition gets. He's going to continue to show why he's dominant and why he's better than the rest. He gets better with time because of the body punching.
Algieri reaching out, missing.
Look at the eyes of Spence. He's on his back foot. Eyes are wide open, watching everything Algieri does.
Waiting for any opening. Great use of his body shots in this fight. And a knockdown here in round 4.
Low blow.
Spence goes on. Good left. Algieri against the ropes. Spence digging into the body again.
I mean, Algieri, Kenny, has had a very rough round. He's dropped, he got hurt again with a low blow, and then Spence just assaulted him again off those ropes.
Spence continuing to control this fight. And now thrown down. Algieri just throws Spence down.
Okay.
Not a knockdown, a throwdown, maybe out of frustration. It was Spence delivering the big blow in this round. Rocking Chris Algieri and knocking him down. And then before the bell, Algieri throwing him down. What's coming up next? Stay with us.
Let's take a look at the knockdown in the last round. You see Chris bending down and shooting that left hook. Getting a nice exchange there, but Errol hitting him with the left hand on the top of the head. Very dangerous place. Knocks off your equilibrium. Errol very heavy-handed kid.
And we go back to live action here in this, the 5th round scheduled for 10. Spence trying to stay undefeated. He's in the black and gold. Algieri, basically here at home. He has fought outside of the state of New York only one time. That last round, and he goes down again. Spence does it again.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Algieri is is wobbly.
Not too much more.
He twisted his ankle there when he went down. He's not going to be able to take too much more of this.
And Spence trying to finish it here. He has a wounded prey and he knows it. And Spence puts him back down, and that's it. That is it. Errol Spence Jr. remains undefeated with the knockout of Chris Algieri.
A statement victory for Errol Spence Jr. He is now 20-0 with 17 knockouts. He is victorious here at the Barclays Center right now. Let's go to Ray Flores, the arena announcer, for the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, a referee in charge, Benji Estevez, waves off the contest at 48 seconds of the 5th round for your winner by technical knockout and still undefeated, Errol the Truth Spence Jr.